what's going on YouTube? It is QuikSnoopy, and today we're doing another replay commentary of Outworld Devourer. Let's get into it. So I played this game a few days ago, and I'm just now doing the commentary for it. I've been playing a lot of ranked games, trying to grind the leaderboards here. Alright.
30 seconds to battle.
So first thing, like, I guess let's talk about why OD is good here, right? So OD, like, what do I have? I have Astral Imprisonment, right? Like, I actually have a disable. I have like Intelligence, like Steal, right? And then on top of that, I do a bonus damage to summon units and illusions. So here we have Lone Druid, right? Summoned unit with the bear. Let's look into, it does pure damage, which is nice. And yeah. Anyways, okay, let's go into this. Also, I played this after the new patch, so I feel like OD is kind of nerfed, right? If you look at Hurricane Pike, like, you actually need 100 mana for that. So I think Hurricane Pike, and obviously, like, the changes to OD, like, the mana cost was increased. So I think, like, overall he was nerfed, but into this lineup, it's really nice. I have my ult, right? The Eclipse, 40% of mana from enemy heroes. Maybe that'll hurt, like, Ember, right? But look at, like, the intelligence, like, difference damage multiplier. So at, like, level 3, it's 10. So, like, nobody on their team actually builds intelligence, right? Like, maybe a Lich, but what about, like, Juggernaut? And this does not pure spell immunity, so that's another thing to keep in mind. But still, like, with Juggernaut, and even Ember, like, it'll destroy Ember. Okay, let's move on. Starting items, no talisman, Tango for regen. I always struggle with last hitting with OD. Let's pull up my last hit and deny counter here. So I start off, as always, you want to block the creep wave. Okay. So it's pretty even, right? Like, there I missed the last hit. Like, that was pretty bad. I think, like he gets for the deny, right? Like, what does Ember have right now? Let's check. This guy has a Quelling Blade and Wraithband. Like, he does more right-click damage than I do, right? So, for him last hitting, like, he has 4 right now. So we push, like, I kind of, okay, alright, so I'm thinking right now. So what I was trying to do when I was playing is push this wave. Like, what does Ember have for creep clear, right? He has, like, Flame Guard. There I use him, like, Astral Imprisonment, but I still didn't get the deny. He uses Searing Chains. And Ember got, like, changed with the new patch too, so that's something else I have to keep in mind. So I try to aggro and then pull the creep wave towards me.
This'll come in handy.
Alright, like, Ember can't do much here. Okay, I remember this now. Alright, look, so, look at how I wait to use Astral Imprisonment until, like, after the stun was almost over, right? And then we kill him. Like, where does Ember run? He doesn't. So I get first blood. That's huge. So, I guess something else to point out with my lineup is we have Mirana. And we have PA. Like, if the PA... Like, what silence do we have for Ember? I think that's something that we need to discuss, right? We don't really have any silence. So I gotta build Disable this game. Yeah. So that's what I'm, like, thinking at this time. Because I remember, like, what I was thinking. And right now, I know that, like, Ember was doing pretty good on last hits. But when I get a higher level, like, that's all going to change. And Mirana's just going to gank mid over and over. Because, like, Ember doesn't have an escape right now, right? Like, he's not even 6. He doesn't have Remnant. Like, he doesn't escape. He does not get away from me. Like, I don't understand. Like, he might try to use Searing Chains, right? And Flame Guard. But that's it. Like, that's all he has. So, Mirana's waiting. I'm talking to Mirana in voice chat. Telling her if I want to initiate first or her. So... I think Ember knows something is up, because look at, like, the way he was playing there. I gotta eat a tango now, just because my health is so low. Here comes Mirana arrow. It misses. Which really sucks, because, like, I actually could have died here, right? But I run back, because I know that Mirana is just gonna get the kill, and that's fine with me. Like, I can't stay near him when he has Flame Guard on. So, even though, like, he had a good... like, last hit at the beginning, right? Like, I'm actually ahead when it comes to net worth. So, I go back to base, so I'm just gonna fast forward this. I TP back in. Lich is here. Nothing happens. I think, like, Ember is really good this patch, and I think, like, even though OD got nerfed, like, I think OD still counters Ember, right? Because, especially with Mirana, if we can time these stuns, that really helps. So the roaming Mirana, like, I haven't seen a lot of people play Mirana lately, but this works. Alright, look at this stun. Beautiful. I go back on high ground so I can get the true strike chance. He uses Flame Guard, and then he dies. So I'm over 1,000 like gold net worth ahead of Ember, right? So like, what do those last hits do for him, right? Like, the creep wave was on my side of the river, like, numerous times. And he still continues to play aggressive. I think I'm off to a good start. Like, I really do. I need to have treads. I think that'll help out a lot. I got Belt of Strength because of the strength bonus. Like, it really helps out with my health pool. And I want survivability against OD. Or against Ember, I mean. So. Ember is 6 now. So I have to keep in mind that he has his ultimate. And he will probably escape. Immediately, I start working on Hurricane Pike. The ability to push myself away from Ember is nice, and attack from a distance. It gives me an escape too. Like, Ember isn't going to trade last hits with me now. Just because I have so much more farm than he does. Like, he can take that, right? And he can bottle an Invis-Rune.
This'll come in handy.
But like, he's not going to do anything with it. I actually didn't even know that they had a ward. So, with Ember being top, or he was top, I want to push the wave. I could have been attacking the range creep, that would have helped. But... Alright, so Ember is back. And unfortunately the creep wave is on his side now. If he would have died like that, mid tower would have taken so much damage. Because I have 2 range creeps, so... I do see that he has Lich mid, so that's kind of important, I guess, because I don't want to play aggressive when he has Lich. Like, Lich doesn't have ult, but still, it's just a pain. Alright, so I got Wraithband first. I think that's really nice because it gives strength and intelligence. So it gives survivability and then damage. I use Arcane Orb to farm. Like, I think it's fine, honestly. Because we have a Crystal Maiden. I think that's something else I should have mentioned. I can just regen mana for days. Like, I have 6.3 mana regen per second.
Dire's bottom tower is about to flounder. Radiant's middle
Staff of Wizardry, like, I was looking at getting that. Just because that would help with the intelligence. But Crystal Maiden's using the courier now. We have a siege creep, so like ideally pushing this would be nice. Because that mid tower is going to take damage. But Ember's here. I can still continue to trade with him. Alright, so I do that because it's just going to do damage to the other enemy. But like the other creeps, right? Look at this right now. He has double damage. I actually barely survived this. Like, I have 25 health. Like, okay, Ember, like, tried to go on me when Astral Imprisonment was on cooldown. So, like, I don't know. If it's on cooldown, then I don't have an escape. Like, I don't have Force Staff yet. So I have to go back. And I think Ember probably just farms mid at this point.
Dire's middle tower is drowning.
Shadows take
Like,
us.
he has Aquila, so he can push the wave. And that Siege Creep is doing damage.
If they're wearing a cork shirt, they'll pop up soon.
Alright, so apparently we're pausing because someone disconnected. So just fast forward.
Thanks.
Cool.
Little is missing.
Our gift from the night.
Little is missing.
I think this is alright.
Dire's top tower is
Like,
about to take the
Ember's not in lane. And he just used Flame Guard for no reason.
yes.
The prize is mine.
I think, like, I don't know. I would have liked the gank mid more with Mirana. Like, looking back at it now, right? Hindsight's 20/20. But my teammate Mirana's doing good, so I don't really mind that. I don't think like Ember is a huge like worry this game, like especially not after like my net worth compared to his. But Lone Druid, I don't know. I feel like Lone Druid can do a lot in team fights. All right, so here's this. I remember. All right, you see the arrow coming. I remember exactly what happened, and I gotta talk about this because it kind of irritated me. So I told Mirana to wait, right? And I said, Mirana, wait, because those are illusions. Like, you have there's 3 of them, right? You have a 33% chance of, like, the arrow landing and hitting the right Ember Spirit. So, like, he kind of just wanted to take his chances. And I think he says that, like, in game chat, too. So I don't think we kill him, because, like, we can't, right? And then Mirana takes a lot of damage, like, from the tower, so. I have Raindrop that helps against Ember just because of his like early magic damage. But like as much as I hate on mid, we're actually less than 1,000 like gold net worth ahead. So like the game is very close.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So staying in lane is really important here, I think, because I get 4 staff first before Dragonlance, obviously. Like, staying in lane, knowing Ember's bottom, is just going to let me push the lane, get more last hits. Like, he's farming jungle right now, which isn't great. I don't remember who it was, but some other player, I don't really want to say, like, his name, because I don't know if it's him or not, but some player said, like, if you want to win a game of Dota, like, stay in your lane. Don't jungle, right? Like, jungling is how you lose games. And I think that's kind of true this patch, because, like, where is Ember? Like, what is Ember doing to me? Like, do I need to get back? How do I die here, right? I think I went over this in my last one. How do I die? Like, I don't. Like, what? Ember uses his remnants and then tries to, like, kill me with the remnants? Like, maybe. Right, I have Raindrop and Backpack, so that's a possibility. But when he's jungle, okay, I used Imprisonment on the Siege Creep because I didn't want it to do damage to my creep, because like it actually does a lot of damage over time. So yeah, I use Arcane Orb again. That's fine, I think. I need to get the last hit on this tower, but I don't. So that's alright still. Like, we took the tower, right? Like where is Ember Spirit in all this? He's bottom. Like, he's not here. So now I can go top, because there's just nothing for me to do mid. Like, after I already took the tower, right? I'm not gonna push it tier 2. Like, I don't think OD is that great at pushing lanes. I think he's really good at like disables and team fights. So here we kill Lone Druid, and then we kill Lich, so I'm fine with that. And our mid lane is still fine. Like, I can TP if I need to, right? Because I walked top. So that is really important. Like, being able to TP bottom if I need to, like I am right now. And I should use Astral Imprisonment on the Siege Creep. I do. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Nothing is gonna happen bottom, right? Like, I have Earthshaker mid, so my my Earthshaker is farming, which is nice. I am the most farmed in the game, which is nice. And no one is bottom that I know of, right? Like, we don't really have wards here, so that really sucks. And my TP is on cooldown. Or it's a back off cooldown. Like I don't think it has been, right? Because I don't know. Well, I still don't have Dragonlance, or I still don't have Force Staff because I think my team was using the courier. But I'm not really team fighting, so I guess that's fine. We lose top tower though, so this kind of sucks, right? I take mid tower, we lose our bottom tower, and we lose top tower. Like, I'm not like worried, but I think that Lone Druid is really good at pushing. And like the Juggernaut on the other team is doing like actually he's doing pretty decent. Like I'm actually only 100 net worth ahead of him, so if I can take this bottom tower, that'd be really nice because I have 3 range creeps here. But we lose a tier 2 top. Like, let me emphasize. Like, we lost 2 towers top. Alright, we lost this one, and we lost this one. That one right there. Like I'm kind of. I have to play more aggressive, basically, right? Like I can't farm, like especially as like OD. Like does OD farm well? Like no, he doesn't, because like what allows him to farm? Nothing. Like this Hurricane Pike isn't gonna help. Oh, the other thing too. So Hurricane Pike health regen decreased. So yeah, there's that. All right, cool. Let's move on. So I gotta TP back to base because I'm low health. Fast forward. I'm trying to run, but look at Bear. Bear is just gonna like force him back, right? So yeah, he used fear. So like it kind of just disrupts team fights. And like they have a higher net worth than we do now because they took those towers. I couldn't remember if my PA got Battlefield or not, because I was gonna check, because this, like the Juggernaut's farming a lot, and our PA is not farming as well as the Juggernaut is. So I get Bracer, like that helps a little bit. Like it's 7 strength, 3 intelligence. It still helps out with like the health. And some more mana and right click damage.
The rune of illusion.
Doing like roughly 120 damage, right?
Dire's middle tower is under
All right.
pressure. Dire's
This should make my
structures
life
are
easier.
fortified. Dire's middle tower is drowning. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
So same thing, we lose mid tower. So we've taken 2 towers, they've taken
They're trying to bring down
4 towers. And like our PA died, like he's dead for 40 seconds. That's kind of bad. I'm not focusing on like the mid tower fight, because
fortification can save them. Any port in a storm.
it's really all about like opportunity cost, right? Like my team is dying. I can look and see right here, like my team's almost dead, right? They probably will die, maybe, I don't know. But like I'm forcing a TP top. Our Crystal Maiden died.
Dire's middle tower.
And I was taking top tower. So I guess it's like sacrifices, right? I'm sure my team is kind of mad that like I wasn't team fighting with them, but
Dire's middle tower is
I don't know if Ember used a remnant
tower just got knocked down.
to like get back, because Ember like Ember could actually still be mid if he dropped the remnant mid and then TP'd top. He could just jump back to his remnant, but he's still top, so Juggernaut is 800 more, like, has 800 more net worth than I do. Like, I don't know. Like, I pay attention to these things because Juggernaut has Battle Fury. So, like, he's gonna farm more than me, right? Like, and I know that. So, I almost have Rod of Vados. Rod of Vados, let's talk about that. So, Lone Druid, Ember, like, it's just good to, like, keep my teammates there, right? Plus, like, the intelligence I get from it. Like, it's pretty nice. Because I think having an extra stun can help PA, like, do more damage. And it's gonna let me do more damage, too.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Alright. So, I'm gonna slow this down. We're gonna discuss it. Yeah, so what happens here? Lich uses his ultimate. I attack the bear. Cool. Juggernaut uses his ultimate. Whatever. Earthshaker dies. Mirana dies. Chain Frost bounces to me. Then to Crystal Maiden. Alright. Look, a Juggernaut's right here. PA, like, my W, right, does 325 damage. Like, Astral Imprisonment does. Juggernaut has 165. Alright? Like, is this gonna kill Juggernaut? Like, you know, like... So, instead, my Phantom Assassin decides to... And look, I know it's slowed down, but he has time. He's standing there. He decides to run away. I use Force Staff. So then, like, it keeps bouncing between us. But look, I think he goes back. I'm pretty sure he goes back. Because I kind of got on to him about this. He does. Look, he's dead. Juggernaut's dead, okay? Like, look, I killed him, alright? But, look, he continues to run. Like, what is he doing right here? He should have never been there. Like, I don't understand. Why are you there? And so, you know what Ember Spirit does? He does what Ember Spirit's supposed to do. He, like, uses his Remnants. And then he goes on. He kills Phantom Assassin. And, like, he's dead. Do you want to know why? Like, I'm the only one that survived. And I killed Juggernaut. And, like, Juggernaut died here. Like, Juggernaut was dead. Phantom Assassin ran in. And then he, like, got himself killed. And then he blames me. Like, I'm mad. Like, he says it in chat, too, I think. Like, I don't even... Like, he just said something, like, really, like, ignorant. That's all I remember. Alright. Cool. I gotta defend high ground. Like, me and Mirana are the only one alive.
Throw a line to Radiant's middle tower. It's sinking, just like your ships.
I thought he said something. I'm pretty sure he did. It may have been through voice. But I thought he typed it out. He said something along the lines of, like, why did you use your ultimate? Like, I never used my ultimate. Like, I still have it. Like, I don't understand, like, what he's talking about. But anyways, we're moving on, I think. Like, Ember's kind of close when it comes to farm. Like, relative to me, right? So... Alright, working on Lincoln Sphere. I think I changed it. Do I go Lincoln Sphere first? I have, like, Hurricane Pike and Rod of Vados. Lincoln Sphere protects me against what, though? Like, track? Maybe? I'm pretty sure I changed it. Because, like, I don't know. It doesn't make a lot of sense looking at it now. But I know the attribute bonus and, like, the health regen is nice. Because Hurricane Pike lacks health regen now. Like, it's just not as good as it used to, right? So, maybe I could kind of try to, like, offset that or whatever.
Dire's middle tower is under pressure. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's 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 middle tower is under attack. Dire
Alright. Alright, so Omni Slash is down. And like, I just don't think we should fight here. But our Crystal Maiden seems to think so. So. Then our Crystal Maiden has to buy back. Alright. Also, if the Juggernaut goes Abyssal Blade, which I thought I saw him building, right? I think I remember this. No, he's building Mantis style, looks like. He's got Yasha. Or Sanjin Yasha, never mind, what am I saying? Alright, yeah, so never mind. But he might in the future build Abyssal Blade, I don't know. Like Lincoln's is kind of alright here, I guess. I don't know. Alright, so they use track on me, they're trying to chase me, and then I just, like, use Hurricane Pike. Like, okay, I don't actually care about using 100 mana, though, for Hurricane Pike. Like, even though it got nerfed, I have 8.7 mana regen. So, like, I'll get that back in a few seconds. I had to mute Crystal Maiden because he was being super toxic, so that's what I was doing there. Alright. Like, should our Mirana be there? Probably not, right? Because they're just going to use Dust, and then, like, that's going to happen. Like, there's nothing I could have done. Like, even if I would have used Astral Imprisonment sooner, Mirana still would have died. Because their whole team was there. Alright, so I stand in the back, right? Because, like, I think we lack, like, a tank. Alright, so use Rod of Vados, right? Like, what does Ember do here? Nothing, right? So, now Juggernaut has Aegis. And Ember's more farmed than I am, so that's... But I mean, like, look, they have so much map control. I think that's the other thing to, like, consider right now. But if I just use Rod of Vados on Ember, like, what is Ember gonna do? Oh, he get Lincoln Sphere? Maybe. But, like, I don't know. Alright, so... Earthshaker was gonna stun there, I don't know what happened. I tried using Rod of Vados. Look at how much damage I'm doing to Lone Druid. Alright, like, that's insane. So Lone Druid dies. So, like, they're kind of, like, chain feeding, right? Going in one by one. Like, we killed Ember, and then Lone Druid comes in. And, like, the Juggernaut's here, right? And I have Rod of Vados. But now he uses his ult. I use Astral Imprisonment, trying to survive. I use Rod of Vados again. That, like, helps him for probably, like, a second. He was stunned. So, or, like, rooted, right? So, alright.
Radiant's bottom tower faces a stiff wind.
So, now, like, my team's dead. I'm the only one that survived, but I had to get out anyways, right? Like, I did what I could to help kill the Juggernaut, but... Alright, let's fast forward. What do? Not much, right? I'd have to stand behind the tower. They can actually initiate with Ember, if Ember was here, but he's bottom, so... They use track Alright, so that arrow hit Juggernaut. Like, he's dead. Like, he doesn't live. Like, that is so much damage. So he's dead for over a minute.
Regeneration. For the dead. Never refuse gold given.
So I do continue working on Lincoln Sphere, it looks like. Because I want Ultimate Orb. I think, like, that is really important. So... I farm jungle. Like, nothing here I think is, like, too special. I use Rod of Vados. I can use Hurricane Pike, but they have Lone Druid there. He used Fear. And there's that. It's like they all just TP top.
Radiant douse their own top tower.
Their top tower like finally fell. Like that is insane. So here we killed Bounty Hunter, right? Like we had a Sentry Ward. Good job to my supports. So like I'm not doing bad. 8 kills, 0 death, 1 assist. So alright. So we smoked. And now we are like we need to make a play, right? We need to do something on the map because Bounty's dead for 10 more seconds. I used Rod of Vados. And then what I did there was kind of dangerous. Alright. So far, I used Hurricane Pike on Lone Druid because I didn't want Lone Druid to use Fear, right? Like if Lone Druid uses Savage Roar, then like we just run back to our base, right? And then he gets away. So I figured if I could use Hurricane Pike, push myself away from him, and like hit him like that, like I'd be able to kill him. But like he almost lived. Our Phantom Assassin killed him, which is nice. Then we had Lich who used his ultimate, and okay, so we had Juggernaut here too. We killed Juggernaut. It was pretty like easy. I wanted to make sure he didn't get his ult off. Or did he? He got it off earlier in the fight? Alright, I didn't even know that. It's probably when I was focusing on Lone Druid. And then Lich used his ultimate, right? So then I kind of ran back. Like if you notice, I kind of ran away from the fight. And then I run back in. But my team already like killed him, so it's fine.
Dire's bottom tower won't last long.
So I just have to like push lanes out at this point. I'm gonna fast forward because like there's just a lot of me farming the jungle. Like there's not a lot I can do because their whole team is alive, right? So we're gonna have to win like a few more team fights. I do get Lincoln Sphere though.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's all right. Like. So I could have focused on getting this first. I think the Lincoln Sphere gives me like survivability. But if I go for Scythe of the Vice, I can disable a Juggernaut, Ember, like Lone Druid. Like nothing, like actually they all die by disables. Alright, look. I show up late to the fight. Ember is here. I use Hurricane Pike to push myself away. Then I use Rod of Ados. I get a double kill there. A triple kill. Like, their whole team is dead, and we lost 2 people. Crystal Maiden and Earthshaker. So, like, that's insane. So, we just push now. Oh, okay, that's right. I remember now. So, yeah. This comment that I made in game, I had to mute the Crystal Maiden, and then the Phantom Assassin was annoying me. Like, my whole team was saying I'm bad, right? Because if you remember earlier, I was pushing top, and they were like fighting mid, and they kept taking bad fights. So they were saying that I wasn't helping the team. But like, look who's 12 kills and 0 deaths. And this guy says that my hero allows me to be the best in the game. Like, I don't understand. Like, I'm so confused. Yeah, I like muted him and then unmuted him and then kept muting him again because it was just bad. Like, I really want to like communicate with my teammates, but we don't need that kind of negativity in our game, right, boys? So I farm jungle. Let's talk about our talents. I never went over this. Level 10 attack speed, perfect. Movement speed. I like movement speed because, like, Juggernaut's going to have a lot of movement speed with Sanjin Yasha, right? So, the strength helps because survivability, I think, is important. And, yeah. I'll be getting the 60-second Arcane Orb in still. I think that's really important.
And we're underway.
Yeah, they kept like disconnecting and stuff, so I don't know. All right. They took Roche, so I think that's the second time, right? Is that Aegis and Cheese? Let's see. It's Aegis and Cheese, yeah. And they have Mechanism on Bounty Hunter, so. Like, this next team fight could really, like, change the entire game. So, I've been playing super defensive. Like, early game I tried to play aggressive, but, like, now, there's not a lot I can do. Like, we just have to stay in our base. Alright.
Shadows take us.
Oh boy, here we go. So, I want to kill Ember Spirit. Rod of Ados, I realized that he had Lincoln Sphere. So, I called it too, I think. Yeah, Ember has Lincoln Sphere and Blade Mail, so. Like, our Earthshaker initiates. I go on Lone Druid and Lich. And then there we go. I use Rod of Ados. He uses Cheese. And it looks like he gets away. I gotta get back in the heal. So I want to go back and use Rod of Ados, right? So this time I actually used Hurricane Pike on him to push myself away from Ember. Like, overall, that was a pretty good fight. That wasn't too bad. We continue to push and farm. Ember Spirit's dead for a while.
Regeneration.
Alright, I have Scythe of Ice. So there is that.
This'll come in handy.
Double damage.
Allies disappear.
Alright. So like we initiate with a stun. I use Scythe of the Vice because I don't want Juggernaut using his ultimate. Like look at this team fight. It's perfect for my ultimate, but like they all move away. Our Phantom Assassin is doing pretty good. Like he just got a triple kill, right? Like 4 of them are dead and nobody on our team died. We're actually ahead for probably like the first time in a while this game. So we continue to push, probably force buybacks on Bounty Hunter. So they haven't taken any of our barracks yet. And we just take like their mid.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
And we gotta get back because Ember's alive and then Lone Druid in like 5 seconds. So back to farming the jungle. Oh yeah, our Phantom Assassin went on that and I was like right here. So he was supposed to wait for me, but he thought he could do it himself, I guess. I don't know. Obviously it didn't work out, so our Phantom Assassin dies. He buys back, and then like we gotta win this fight because I don't really want to lose a set of racks. We end up killing Lone Druid again, so that's important. A lot of Vados here. I should have used Rod of Vados. Alright. I get a triple kill. They only have 1 person alive. And then he ends up dying. So now we end up just pushing top. Take the tower. Lich buys back. We take the bottom tower. Miran does at least. So that's fine. And then my team took a fight without me. And then Lich says, whatever, good game. This Juggernaut. Look at like, this Juggernaut deserves a ban. Like, the Juggernaut did so good though. Like, he's only 4,000 gold, like, less than I have. And he is 6 kills and 8 deaths. Like, their Juggernaut is probably their best player. Like, if you remember throughout this entire game, if you've been paying attention to this net worth, Juggernaut has been in the lead. Like, I don't understand. So, that happens. Nice comeback, he says. GG. Just end, he says. They said we were always ahead, which was not true. Like, we're 17,000 gold ahead now, yeah. Like, at 47 minutes. Alright, we take the enemy's base, and there it is. So they're obviously kind of mad, right? Let's talk about this. Their Lone Druid, I have twice as much net worth as he has. more than twice, but yeah. He went 5 kills, 9 deaths. The Lich went 9 kills, 9 deaths, but I have almost 3 times as much net worth as him. Juggernaut, 6 kills, 8 deaths. I have 6,000 more. Ember Spirit, same thing, 6,000 more gold than him. Bounty Hunter, 1 kill, 6 deaths. I had like almost, like more than double like what he had. Phantom Assassin actually was the only person that had more farm than I did. And I'll tell you why that is. So, Crystal Maiden bought Gem of True Sight and then died, and then Gem of True Sight. I mean, it doesn't make up a 900 gold difference, so I guess that's not the only reason, but... Phantom Assassin also had Battle Fury. So, like, the ability to just be able to, like, cleave, right? And do damage in, like, an AoE area, I think really helps him out with, like, gold and farming. Earthshaker did alright. Mirana. Mirana was not bad. But, like, our Crystal Maiden, the guy who was super toxic, 2 kills and 11 deaths, boys. I did the most building damage. I did the second most damage in the game behind Phantom Assassin. I don't know, it's actually insane. Like, look at this graph, though. Like, they were, at one point, like, 12,000 net worth ahead, and then it just drops down, and we were, like, 20,000 ahead. If we look at my net worth, like, I've always been ahead for the top, like, 20 minutes. And then, like, towards the end, it really spikes. But if we compare, like, yeah, I ended up out farming both of them. But, like, in the early game, I did the most. And then if you look, like, they got an advantage. And then at the end, like, from probably, like, 35 minutes to 48 minutes, I was in the lead. Compared to, like, the Juggernaut and Ember Spirit. When it came to levels, same thing. I had, like, a huge XP lead on them. Like, I hit level 25 before they did. So. Let's go over items again one more time. So, Hurricane Pike, even though it was nerfed, I still feel that it's good. Because I can push myself away from, like, Lone Druid and Ember Spirit. Rod of Vados, like, Ember couldn't do much, but Ember got Lincoln Sphere. Juggernaut got Battle Fury. Scythe of the Vice really helps. Like, if we use Scythe of the Vice, then Ember Spirit can't escape. Neither can Bounty, Juggernaut, like, but mostly, like, Ember Spirit can't escape. Juggernaut can't do anything. And, like, Lone Druid can't really do much either. So, yeah, our Phantom Assassin had twice as many last hits as I did. But, like, again, like, I don't think OD is great for farming. Like, he's not. Oh, my Mirana got Lincoln Sphere too. So, I guess I wasn't the only one that felt that way, but they just don't have a lot. Yeah, they don't have a lot of targeted things, I'd say. Other than, like, Bounty Hunter. Fair enough. Like, I think it was definitely a good game. Like, it was 48 minutes, though. Yeah. But, like, even though people are going to say I didn't do a lot of, like, fighting this game, like, obviously, compared to, like, my playstyle, like, looking at here, like, my playstyle this game, I did, like, 10 out of 10 pushing. My fighting was 8.2 out of 10, and then my farming was 3. But if you look at Phantom Assassin farmed at like 4.8. Didn't really do a lot of pushing. Like, none of my team did. Like, I actually did the most pushing, but like OD isn't even that good at pushing. If we look at like the Juggernaut, like did pretty good this game. But I don't know. Alright. Cool. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed. I've been on a winning streak here, as you guys can see. I lost a bunch of games and then I just won more. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed. Please be sure to leave a like and a subscribe if you did. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.
Isn't easy to show with the weight of the world on my shoulders. I know I told you it's the best light I know. It's not a game that I am